I actually work deal with the so-called metamorphosis, and it's a part of work which I've done. I had a show 3 weeks ago, and where I did show drawings of this period. And yeah, if you like, I would show some of this stuff. But to begin with my, my long way to art, which is always a bit it's a winded road. I do also architecture drawing, and so I have a table there, and I'm going to show you my architecture drawing if you like.
Is this charcoal or ink?
No, it's ink. Oh, it's only ink. So I was doing a lot of it, and then there is an interest in literature, and there's a poet who's called Franz Kafka. And so I'm very touched about his work, and I got deep into his work, and somehow I tried to find a way to translate his work into architecture, which was very easy because in his time, it was in Prague in this beginning 20th century, he was also reflecting his time and the beginning of architecture, of modern architecture. So if you read his stories from this point of view.
So which I've read a bit of Kafka.
Yeah.
Which, do you know, like, is there a particular novel or story that kind of...
the Metamorphosis, for example.
Okay.
Like here, I read the Metamorphosis of his. The stories like this. There is somebody who is turning into an animal or something, a monster, and the story is about his end or his last day, something like this. He was in a family, and he tried to get up in the morning because he had to be on his work, and so somehow he recognized something was happening with his body, and everybody is very excited about his changement, and so the story is his suffering, and in the end he died, and but I try to read it from architecture, so I've created a ground floor from the story, for example. So a part of this architecture work, because I know he was very interested in the reflection about architecture in his time. And this is, if you want to understand it in that way, this is I don't know if you can see it. Like this. This is a scene of his stories. But it's more ideal. I don't have, a sentence, or I don't have a special scene. I was looking just more for the atmosphere of, which is quite dark. His words are very clear. He's very conscious about construction of how to construct a story. So his construction is not a fantastic way, but the stories, the content is very fantastic. But the sentences are very straight, clear, and so on. So
his works are very good to view from a distance as well when they...
Yeah, you have, for this, the studio is not really, really practical, because you have to see it from a distance.
It almost is very similar to that photographic effect. What's it called? It's like a delay, where it kind of creates a very... like a surface effect where the almost creates a 3D effect in terms of the sharpness of the building or something. So it's kind of has that atmosphere to it. It reminds me of that.
Yeah. The technique of this is that I do many layers, which is, of course, it's paper, and I wet the paper, and then I've overworked, I don't work, how to say, with a sketch or something. I just work into the paper, and then of course, I try to, how to say, have an image of this, image of it in my mind. Of course, I say this will be a building, and this will be a room, and somehow there will be curtain. But and I also work with a hazard, with a chance. So because when it's fluid and the ink is fluid, it happens that I can't really control it. So I try to follow the things that happen.